My background is in the history of the early church, the theology of the early church, as well as later philosophy as well. And it's a period I've always found absolutely fascinating from the first time I studied it, because it was, as I've often said, the time when Christianity became the Christianity we recognise, the time when doctrines that we associate with Christianity, such as the Trinity or the Incarnation and the Atonement, really took form. So it's a story that I've always felt would be well worth having a go at telling, basically. I've written several books already on church history, among other things, which have taken a rather broader approach to the subject. So it was very good to be able to focus on just the first 4 centuries and really explore some of the things that make it such a fascinating time. That was something I really enjoyed doing, and I hope some of that comes across in the book. Another thing that I particularly wanted to do with this book, and which I was pleased to have the opportunity to do, is that there's a great deal of disinformation spread about that particular period of history. You often, especially on the internet, I'm afraid, you often come across ideas or claims about the early church. For example, the Council of Nicaea said that Jesus was divine just for political reasons or something like that. Some books made it into the Bible and some didn't, based simply on, political desire to push down some groups or support others. And or indeed, most of Christianity just comes from paganism, rebranded. And some of these ideas are basically from very outdated scholarship. And I thought it would be well worth... that the book doesn't really tackle those sorts of things head on. It's not a case against that sort of thing. But it tries to tell, as objectively as possible, the true story, or at least as far as we know, the true story of how Christianity developed, how it took on the form it did, with the maybe just the occasional debunking of some of the myths we hear about it.